Namaste. I welcome you to my podcast, Holistic Conversations, with your host, Mamina Das. Join me in my journey, in all of our journey, because we are all unique and we are the universe. Welcome to Holistic Conversations. Hello, everyone. Namaste. Welcome to Holistic Conversations. How are you all doing? I think the weather is getting a little warmer and we get to see different forms of water. First, we had snow, now we are having rain. So, not that cool, but then it's okay. One form or the other, because we have to see the spring yet, and we have to plant our seeds. They need water, so it's just perfect. And we have our guest today. I'm really looking forward to talking to her. Her name is Lisa, and she is from Southern California. Um, I really, what caught my attention when I was talking to her was she is coaching people to lead healthy life, and what kind of work she is doing is very foundational. And I loved her thought, her consciousness, and her willingness, in a world where everything is fast. She's working on foundations. So I'm really looking forward to listen more from her. And let me welcome her. Namaste, Lisa. Welcome. Welcome to
Thank
Holistic
you.
Conversations.
Thank you. I'm excited to be here.
I'm really looking forward to learning more about your work, because it's very challenging in today's world. And with all information and technology, and we are all well equipped with everything.
Right,
But then, how much do we bring that to practice?
right.
And you are doing that, helping people practice, 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 not that, this, not that, this, and you can be fine.
Yeah, and I get made fun of a little bit here and there, like, oh yeah, especially my family, the biggest haters.
Oh,
They love me and
yeah.
support me. No, you know what they do? They are like, because I don't try and take it to the extreme, but they mean well. They just like to give me a bad time. They keep me on my toes.
Oh, wow, that's good. That's really good. I
Absolutely.
mean, being active is, I think, one of the best things that can happen in life, like,
Absolutely.
and how you take it and how you live around that
Right. Right.
is more defining and inspiring as well.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I agree.
Yeah. Okay. So let's first know you a little bit.
Okay.
And if you can uh, talk something about the thing that you're doing, did you ever relate to your childhood with your work, or was it within you, sitting somewhere, and you found your calling? I'm really excited about that.
Yeah. It's funny. Growing up, I mean, I grew up eating candy and junk food and all the wrong things, right? Like not I remember at 12, I got a burn on it was oven cleaner and it ate through my wrist because I was cleaning ovens, helping my dad's girlfriend out, right? Like so completely unaware of like everything, right? And even as I was raising kids, like I was help conscious on the food, make sure there wasn't a ton of junk food all the time, but within moderation, right? But still not buying the best of things, fruit snacks, Capri Suns. I mean, they were always in my house and not really looking at the labels, right? Because I always thought, oh, that's just taking it too far, like don't worry about every little thing, Lisa. So it wasn't until I was about to turn 50 and I started working out. I got super healthy. I by eating different. I lost 40 pounds. Not by going to the gym because that was not working. I had to cut out what I was eating, like all the processed food, the junk food, and then I started to really pay attention. And now my journey started, yeah, 4 years ago because I started watching more and more younger people get sick. And I don't like to fear monger ever. But, we're surrounded with chemicals in everything we do and everything we eat. More and more kids are being diagnosed with ADHD and autism and all the things and more couples are developing Alzheimer's. Couples like that when I heard a couple I'm like, "Huh, like how did two people almost within months of each other, both get diagnosed. And then it was like, well, it could be environmental stressors. So, chemicals you're using in your home for years or things you're eating for years. And yeah, that's what started this journey. And when I met Melaleuca, it just fell right in line with what I was doing. So it completed the piece of my puzzle that I was missing, if you will. Yeah. So
So, if you are listening not to me but Lisa, I would say she was 50. She was 50, and then she started to take responsibility of her life, and she chose to be healthy. So, don't ever think that age is a limit. She is defining that to us today.
It's so true, and that goes with stress as well. Like, I have
Mm,
a neck injury, and so my pain was getting worse over the last couple of years because I was working so much physically, and I was like, "You know what?" I heard someone talk, Maria Munez, and she said, her and her mom both got cancer. And she said, the problem is we don't listen to our body. We just, oh, I'm in pain. Where's the Advil? Where's the Tylenol? Whatever it is, right? Instead of saying, why is our body talking to us? What's going on? And so the stress now, when I listen to my body, I'll get headaches. I will start getting pain. I'll get nerve pain. Different things will happen because it's structurally, I've got some things going on. And when that happens, boy, everything stops and I take a breath. I go lay down for 20 minutes on a heating pad and, or meditate. That's new to me. And I'll tell you, it's gone. Like I feel completely different and better. And so yeah, even slowing down, someone who always runs at a fast pace is learning to slow down. Yeah, so you're never too old to learn any of this stuff. Yeah,
yeah, I'm learning from you.
absolutely. Absolutely, I tell my kids too, I'm like, hey, please, I'm not trying to nag you because they're 26 and 23. And I get it. I'm mom and I don't want to come off as I'm nagging them, but I love them. They're my
Yeah,
world, and I just want them to like be their healthiest selves. There's
that's
fast
true.
food on every corner. We have our phones in our face, our
Mm,
computers in our face 24/7. We're always rushing around and it's a society of just rush, rush, rush. If you go to Hawaii, you're on island time. There is no rushing.
mm,
They won't let you rush. I
that's
love it.
right.
I love it.
Yeah,
It's amazing.
yeah,
So yeah, I'm really and same with my parents. Like my dad's high stressor and I'm like, just it's okay. Like just breathe. Like just, take it down because yeah,
yeah,
stress is a detriment, besides the chemicals and food. But I mean,
yeah,
stress is the next
uh,
big deal.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's true. I agree with whatever you are saying. Because moving for me from India to different countries, I saw how food was a big um, contributor, and we cannot say no to food.
Right.
So that is where the manipulation, the injection, I would
Yeah,
say. Injection started,
yeah,
you know. Um, and I love food. We all love food, you know, to
right.
try different cuisine, this, that. So that is something that is to be regulated, which is now out of control.
Yeah, completely out of control. Like here in the United States, I found out because my company now has its own meat, and so I order predominantly through them usually. We get our meat in this country from 36 other countries.
Wow.
So we may put the stamp that is USDA approved. However, we don't really know how those animals are being treated.
Mm,
We don't know. I mean, when you think about what stress and the environment does to our bodies,
yeah.
you're now doing that with the animals, and then
Yeah.
if you eat meat, now you're ingesting that. And I found out even dog food is made from diseased animals a lot of times. And
Ooh.
we are putting that in our animals. Like
Wow.
even the most expensive kibble, my mom was telling me, that she was told that. I mean, it's incredible. It's like, wait a second, but it makes sense because I'm watching how many animals even are being sick at a younger age, and
Yeah.
it's we just lost our dog to heart disease
Wow.
at she was 9 years old. I mean, boxers don't live that long, but and she ate good food, at least I
Mm,
thought. So it has me taking a whole look into that realm as well. So you're right, though. We have
wow.
food everywhere. And there was a show
Yes.
that I saw. It was called Fat, Sick, and Nearly Dead on Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, this guy went on a cross country in the United States. He's from Australia and interviewed people throughout the
Mm,
states. Some people even said, I'd rather die younger and eat the food that I love
mm.
than eat something I don't like, and live longer. And I thought, well, what if we could change that? What if you could find food and really learn to love? Because it's just something we're accustomed to, right? So, like with
Yeah. Yeah.
food, why can't you just find something that you really like
Yeah.
and add on to it.
Yeah.
I was never thought I'd be loving chicken and broccoli is like one of my top things to eat.
I love it.
Yeah, I mean, I love vegetables, but I've never loved them like I do now. So now I went from
Mm,
craving jelly beans to where I will crave, say, broccoli and hummus or broccoli and
mm.
avocados,
Yeah.
and
Oh, wow.
yeah, yeah. Now I went to the extreme. Not everyone has to
Mm.
do that, but everything in moderation,
Yeah.
everything in
Yeah.
moderation, and then you appreciate it more.
That's
So if
right.
I'm gonna go to In and Out, I'm like, ooh, I get In and Out tonight. It's been a month or whatever. It's a
Yeah.
treat instead of
It's a
like,
treat.
oh, it's dinner.
Yeah. Yeah. I completely understand that, and I really have lived that personally because, when I'm from India, so
Yeah.
we have this habit of cooking everything at home. Cooked
Yes.
home cooked food,
Yes.
and so this is a very much a practiced way of living, home
I
cooked
love
food.
it.
And then when we came out of India, everything was accessible.
Yeah.
if, if I cook, it will take me 2 to 3 hours. Why don't we order some food?
Uh-huh.
That's the
Yeah.
story behind not cooking. But then what I also observed was like all the ingredients are available, in
Yes.
one store. Get it and make it,
Yes.
and learn, because we have so many traditional dishes which are not available, cuisines which are not available when you're out of India. So you have to learn on your own by
Oh,
watching YouTube, or you're asking your mom, what now, what
yeah.
next, those kind of thing. So
Yeah.
it was a mix for us, like learning how to make the traditional dishes plus ordering when we don't want to go.
Well, if you find a good though Indian restaurant that cooks
Yes, we do.
authentic food, right? So
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
kind of the same, but someone else is cooking it for you. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's right. That's right.
yeah,
So yeah, and I also like the way you said is like you are witnessing so many changes, so many things happening in early life,
Yeah.
not even 50, not even 40.
No.
Yeah.
No.
So
Yeah.
that is like really concerning. I want to say concerning.
It's very
And
concerning.
it's really, we made a joke out of our life. Like, like when I
Yeah.
feel about it, like we can definitely laugh about how we have turned our life into, but then what we did not do.
Hmm. Yeah. It's interesting you said that because I follow this gal. She passed away a couple years ago from colon cancer at like 35 years old.
Oh my.
That's in I mean, just incredible. And she said something really profound. She said, if I'm going to take credit for my success, I'm also, and she says this loosely, going to take credit for me getting sick. She
Mm.
said, because I wasn't taking care of my body. I wasn't paying attention, to all the things I should be doing, and so I think that's the biggest thing is, and you talk about cooking, not to get off topic, but I throw my so with my neck injury, it is not easy for me to cook. So a lot of times I will cook for several days,
Yeah.
but I'm Italian, so sometimes I love to cook like three dishes.
Oh, you
Yeah,
Italian?
yeah, it's
You got to
Sicilian.
teach me how to cook pasta. Come
Oh,
on.
absolutely. If you teach me some Indian dishes, I'll
I
teach.
will for
No, I'm
sure.
kidding. I'll teach you either way. But I love Indian food, so I have to cheat, with like the tandoori sauce as well because I don't know how to make it by
Oh
myself.
my god.
Yeah, I know, it's ridiculous. But I'll turn on TV, I'll turn on my favorite show, and I'll just make it like, I know for me, I don't have little kids running around, so I do have that luxury. But if you don't have little kids running around or you have teenagers and they're occupied, as we know they usually are,
Yeah. Yeah.
and you have time in the kitchen, turn your favorite show on, and cook, home. Everybody will benefit from it, if you cook
That's
home
right.
cooked meals, as you know. So I adopted my third child, and she came to me. She had ADHD or ADD. We never really got a clear diagnosis because she came here when she was 12, and being in the system, she had a lot of other stuff, obviously that came with her. But I remember she would always be moving her foot, moving her hand, and she'd make me a nervous wreck, right? Because I'd be like, slow down. And
Mm.
it was I changed her diet and the behavior changed. And I'm
Wow.
like, okay, so it's really, and that was one of my first eye openers to how food can really I don't want to say manipulate the body, but can, you know what I mean? Manipulate the behaviors,
Yeah.
good
Impact.
and bad.
Let's say impact.
Impact. Thank you.
Mm.
Impact is better.
Mm.
Thank you.
Mm.
And so now fast forward, I nanny a little guy, and he was
I want to take a pause here.
yeah.
I want everyone to listen to what she is saying here. It's very, very important. Yes, it is. For me, at least.
Thank you. So he's they're pretty sure he had ADD, ADHD, but he had just the behavior exasperates with uh, food that's high in sugar, and it's very frustrating watching. I had to learn to separate myself from his family at times, as far as because we would have um, very different idea, like they're busy parents, right?
Yes.
And so we'd have very different ideas on how
Values, belief
that
system.
value, like, food should be done, like the mom used to be really healthy, and then
Mm.
as it got older, it got less and less. And it was like the less importance, it was like, oh, he needs medication. Well, wait a minute. Why not just go back to the healthy side of things? Because I've
Yeah.
seen it firsthand. I've seen what can happen, and when I would have him, I would cut out the sugars. I would, put him on healthier stuff, and he'd be calmer. Give
Wow.
him sugar. and he'd get wound up again, you know?
Yeah.
And then he started school, and it was like the teachers were like, well, he's can't focus, this and that. Okay. They're not being told the correct story, the full story,
Yeah.
which is, he's not eating well at home. He's just
Yeah.
not, he's eating, you know, cereal for breakfast that's loaded with sugars,
Mm.
or given, Gatorade, which has a ton of sugar in it, and then go to school and then would be off the charts, versus if you just tweak the diet just a little bit, boy, it just, even on little guys, the impact is incredible. And same with her, my girlfriend next door, because I've watched them raise their son who has autism, high functioning, but still, it was challenging in the younger years. um and they're such great parents, like, and I got a lot of advice from her because she would come over all the time when I had the little guy. And she, well, for them, they stopped at the vaccines, and I'm not here to tell people to stop vaccines or what have you.
No, no,
But
research is there. So,
everything got better when they stopped all vaccines. Now that child is third year high school. He's on the varsity football team. He just got his driver's license.
oh,
I
wow.
mean, he's flourishing. So, I think, no matter what your belief is,
Mm.
maybe take a step back and like
Yeah.
look at the child and go, okay, what can I impact? And if you really want to make a difference, you're going to have to not take the easy route and say, well, they're hyper anyway, I'm going to give them whatever. No, no, no. Wait a minute. If you're really committed, then
Yeah.
you have to make the change, And that was
Yep.
the most frustrating part, is I was watching, you know, getting frustrated with the little guy's behavior, going back to him, and then all of a sudden not working with all the things they should be doing, to try and get him on the healthier side of things, right? So
Yep.
it was like, well, turning a medication is not the answer. I mean, let's be honest.
Yes.
Pharmaceutical industry is a big moneymaker. They're not here.
Yes. But I would like to say here is like depends on the severity of the
100%.
diagnosis.
Yes.
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 Depending
Sorry.
on the severity. Yeah.
Absolutely.
But
Uh,
definitely not the first chance. Not
no,
not the first option. Yeah.
100%. Yeah, I should say that. I'm so sorry. So someone like
No, it's
him,
okay.
you
We have
know,
you covered.
yeah, thank you, because I did not mean it like that, because there are some where
Yeah.
medication has been a godsend, because I would talk to his teachers and they're like, I've seen it really change,
Yeah.
kids' lives. And you want the kids to, live their healthiest lives and flourish in school and everything. But then there's someone like him where it's like, okay, well, if he tries all the proper channels and that doesn't work, then medication would be the next option, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
But if you're not trying it and you're not giving the teachers the correct information,
Yep.
it's frustrating to watch in between, right? So I would have him and I would kind of see, well, let me see if I don't give him, how
Yeah.
I'm going to behave. So omega-3s, totally fine, relaxed, chilling, give
Yep.
him a little something with a little sugar in it, all of a sudden the attention span is out the window. So again, it depends on the severity of what they're going through.
Yeah. And
But
how you are balancing that.
right, right.
And
Just
also, I want to say that it also depends on the other person, how they are receiving and
yes,
responding to it.
yes,
So that also makes a lot of difference. Like
right,
you being aware of, oh, maybe this, maybe that, trying different
right.
possibilities and not getting caught up with the story, what is happening, like, oh my God, why this is happening, why this, that.
Yes,
But like separating your reactions and with your awareness and then maybe trying something new, like, so
right.
that's also crucial,
Yeah,
very
no,
crucial.
no,
Yep.
you're absolutely right, because not one size fits all, right? So,
No.
you can't say, oh, well, this worked for him, so I'm going to do it for this one here. it's apples and oranges, it's not all the
Yeah.
same. So no, you're absolutely right, like my, the one I adopted, she I didn't know. Like, I'd never dealt with ADD, ADHD, so I didn't know what to expect. The simplest thing to start with was the diet. And actually, her doctor was from India, I believe, as well. So it was nice because we were on the same page as far as eating better and trying the
Mm.
nutritional path first. And I mean, it was just night and day. It was just night and day. And then it was funny. I remember we went to Vegas, and I gave her, we were going to McDonald's, right? And we got Frappuccino as a treat. And she went off the rails. I mean, off, off the rails, talking a mile a minute, like bouncing off the walls. And that's when I really was like, wow, like the impact on sugar with people that maybe can't handle too much, like little
Mm.
tiny bits at a time. You give them a mass amount, and yeah. So you picture kids that, are in school every day. And if they're given that high amount of sugar, well,
Yeah.
yeah, they're gonna be bounced off the walls. They're not gonna be able to concentrate. They're not gonna be able to,
Yeah.
um, do what they need to do to succeed, with just the basic of tasks.
That's right.
Yeah, so it's taught me, it's interesting because I'm fascinated with how it works, how it in adults and kids and
Yeah.
everything in between. And same with chemicals. I didn't know that house cleaners can affect people with Alzheimer's, can affect children with autism or ADHD or different, things going on with them. It's not just breathing problems. I had no idea. I had no, so we really have to be aware of our impact of everything we're using around us, we're putting on our
That's right.
skin, we're ingesting. And then one thing also I just want to take note that I'm learning is a lot of people, I sell them on TikTok, and they're buying these gummies. They help your kids with ADHD and ADD and all these things, right? And I felt terrible because now, while I'm not a doctor and I'm not a scientist,
Yeah.
I have done my research, and if you put something in a gummy, it
Yeah.
loses its
Mm.
effectiveness because
That's right.
the way it breaks down, right? So these parents are desperate, desperate to help their children, and they're buying whatever is coming at them. So if anyone's watching it and sees this, I just say do your research. you know um I know it's exciting to get things, like yay, but if you're gonna,
Yeah.
start taking supplements, know where they come from, know, what their absorption rate is,
Hmm.
and take it from there, because it's heartbreaking. I was reading these parents' comments, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, like, I feel you. Like, that would be
Yeah.
terrible." Some of them are like, "Oh, praying this is the one." And I'm like, "Oh no." Like, what am I gonna say? Don't do it. I mean, I don't know. So
Yeah. Yeah. That's
sure
right.
enough, I got a couple messages from people because I had messaged them, and I said, if this doesn't work, I'm not here to sell you anything because I don't sell products. However, the wellness company I'm a part of does have an omega-3 that is liquid form. I told her that our absorption rate, and she came back to me and said, my kid hated those gummies, wouldn't eat them, and wants to learn more. And I'm not here, like I said, to sway anyone. Try
Yeah.
them. If they don't work, then let's have a conversation. If ours don't work, we give you your money back. Um,
Yeah.
but I've seen it firsthand, be effective for a lot of people. So, and I take them for adults because I didn't know that I have some ADHD, ADD going on. Later
Okay.
on in life, my stepdad's a doctor, and he goes, "Oh, you absolutely do." I said, "What? What do you mean? I thought I was high energy." I know, it's just, raring to go all the time. No, no. So it's interesting from the outside looking in, but also don't take it personally.
Yeah.
Like, don't feel your children are broken, don't feel you're broken, like that's life,
Yes.
and
It's
it
an opportunity to like work on it, it
absolutely,
is what it is, like
yeah.
take it from there. Yeah,
A Listen, we wake up breathing is a gift for God from God, so
absolutely.
I'm like, "You know what? Whatever comes my way, let's do it." So, yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
absolutely.
that's so
Yeah.
amazing. And it was nice to listen to the stories. I mean, not stories, but your experience
Thank you. Thank you.
for about what is going on, and how things can be taken care of. And I must also like to say that thank you for saying that gym doesn't work, because I don't like to go to gym.
Yeah.
Never, never, never. Oh my God, I just can't. I can work out at home. I feel good about it. I can do whatever little I do.
Yeah,
And but I know one thing, that I have to eat right. I have to drink a certain amount, like certain
right,
glasses of water per day.
right.
Get your sleep. Get your sleep.
Yes. Oh, that's
Those
huge.
three are very, very important
Yes,
for me.
yes, and you know what? Creatine, really good for the body. There's a certain it's a creatine monohydrate, I can never say it correctly, but it is one that gets absorbed very, very good in the body, and you can even if you don't work out, because your body does need creatine, especially as you get older,
Mm,
and protein. Protein's huge. But
yeah.
I'll tell you, 80% is what you eat. So I can maintain my weight and not step foot in the gym
Mm,
and no problem. But for me, because I'm older, I don't want to lose muscle. So as you get older, you have to worry about muscle mass and that kind of stuff.
yeah.
But yeah, I get a better workout actually at home these days than I do
Yeah.
at the gym. So
Yeah.
I
See?
understand
Okay.
you.
I feel good. So
Yeah.
good. So much better.
Absolutely. I've been downloading all these apps and, not apps, but videos. And I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, this is perfect. This is exactly what I need.
Yeah.
Because the machines were not doing it. They were not.
Mm,
I'll go to the gym for the sauna and
yeah. Oh, yeah.
like
And the
that.
red light. Yeah.
Yeah. And the treadmill, just to get cardio in, but the
Yeah.
rest, I
Mm.
I'll do at home because I'm getting more of a workout here than yeah, than at the
Yeah.
gym.
I
Don't feel
totally agree.
bad.
And being healthy, like she is saying, Lisa is saying, it's not about gym. It is not about gym. It can be about gym, but not the entirety of it. So if you, it's a decision that you're making for yourself, right? You're choosing to live a healthy life, and it can be done at home according to your availability and convenience and priority.
Right. Yeah, well, that's it. That's it, like a priority, right? Yeah, 100%. This
Yeah.
and you know what though? Someone said something so interesting the other day. They said the key to what was it? The key to being disciplined is good apps. And what he meant was if you can control what you put in your system on a daily, so be mindful every day of what you put in your system, then the rest of discipline comes easy. And I thought that's so
Mm.
interesting because that's the hardest thing to do is
Yes,
to watch what we put in our mouth, right? Because I love food just like anyone else, I
that's right.
mean, but I also, I'll tell you what, I go visit my daughter in Dallas, right? They have great food there. I don't feel good when I leave there. It's almost like my body is craving to come back to Southern California
Mm,
to,
yeah.
to get some healthier options.
Mm,
Um, because there's a yin and a yang, right? Like you
yes.
have to have a balance with things. And over there, like I thought I was getting balanced. I don't think so. I think they were sneaking in the fried foods when I wasn't looking because I was like, I don't feel good. Like I don't, I could just tell the difference. That makes sense. So, but their
Yeah.
food's amazing. I mean, don't get me wrong, but yeah, it's funny. I never thought I'd be like this. Never, ever, ever, ever. I never
Wow.
thought I would be like this, but now I'm that person, and I say I feel great. Like I'm buying a new juicer. I can't
Wow.
wait. My mom's like, "Oh yes, please make me some of that yummy green juice you used to make." And it's so funny because in that green juice was like apples and pineapple, and yes, kale was in it, but you couldn't even taste it because the fruit would outweigh,
Yeah.
but to some, the moment you have that,
Think
like,
it.
you thinking about it, you think of it that way,
Yeah.
yeah, it's not gonna taste good. Forget about it. It's,
Yes,
you
that's
know.
right.
It's not, no, no,
So,
it's
the first barrier is to not think, but taste.
That's right. That's right. It is. It's so fun. Like, and it depends on what you like too. Like
That's
my
right.
mom doesn't like cooked broccoli, but she'll
Yeah.
eat raw broccoli. No
Oh,
problem.
wow.
Yeah. So, but yeah, you have to, then there's some things I'm not gonna act like I like all the fruits and vegetables because I don't like lima beans. I don't like any beans.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
They just, I don't know. They have a different texture to me.
Okay.
But
Food sensitivity.
right? But I will eat them depending on how they're made, like authentic,
Yes. Good.
beans in a Mexican restaurant. Oh, I love them.
Mm.
But for me,
Black
just
beans,
sprinkling
yes.
them on something, not gonna happen. Like, they just so I get it.
No, yeah, yeah.
But, you know
I mean, the way you are expressing is very, very important because you should know, like, beans in this format, broccoli in this format.
right,
So you can still eat, but you have a choice. Like, I don't like to eat that way, but if it's cooked in this way, I can eat. There
right,
you go. There's a
right.
solution.
Exactly, like, problem solved, and
Yes.
okay, like, I don't like raw carrots. I like cooked carrots
See?
with butter, but that's something else I learned.
Yeah.
Real butter, real milk,
Yeah.
whole milk, like, you know what? Because think about how our ancestors and everything, they had whole
Yeah.
everything. They didn't have
Whole. Yeah. Yeah.
all this fake stuff, and my
I
girlfriend
don't. We never buy anything 1%, 2%. No, go for the whole milk. That's it.
absolutely, absolutely, and, my girlfriend had said a long time ago, she said, "Our body doesn't know what to do with the fake stuff."
Yeah,
It
that's
doesn't know how
right.
to process it, right? When you think about how we're made, it all goes. So, yeah, I'm just taking it old school. I'm going back old school. Now, I will say oil though. I use olive oil. I don't
Yeah,
use, like the bad oils and the seed oils. I don't. And
yeah,
do your research. Like I really, and if if it entices anyone, I just learned that broccoli, not I'm not making any claims, but could have some cancer fighting properties in it. So, if broccoli has that, what other vegetables do? And if you can just find a balance, you know, then it might just be. And before you eat McDonald's, just think about how 7 years later that McDonald's looks the same as
yeah,
the day you bought it. Because now that I've seen that, I can't
yeah.
unsee it. I'm like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh.
Oh no, I'm kind of sad because I don't like McDonald's that much, but I love Chick-fil-A. I just
Oh,
love Chick-fil-A. Uh, but
yeah. I
not
don't want
not
to tell you about Chick-fil-A.
no, no, please
But listen, it was in moderation, right? Like, but these
Yeah.
kids,
I can have on Saturdays because Sundays they are closed. So,
exactly, exactly, right? But these teenagers, I mean, they leave high school. We've got Chick-fil-A, Taco Bell,
yeah,
Panda Express, and McDonald's
in
all right
line.
in line, right? Every day. And then they're drinking these energy drinks, which personally, I think you should be 18 years or older in order to
Yeah.
purchase those, because there's so many chemicals, right? So that's
Mm.
that's where I'm like, if we could just all just, you know, moderation,
Yeah.
you know?
Just
Um,
at least research
yeah,
before. You
right,
know, we are
right,
researching about so many other things, but we don't want
right.
to research about this.
No,
Every minute we are researching this or that, which one is good.
right,
You know,
right.
but
Yeah.
To everybody,
Yeah,
research what you're eating.
100%. They want to cut out vaping, right? Because it's
Yeah.
bad. It's got this, got that. But well, if you take a look at the food
Yeah.
and all the chemicals in it, start looking at those chemicals. Like ask
Yeah.
ChatGPT, he'll tell you, or she, whatever your voice is, they'll tell you, and you
Yes.
may not want to know, but turning a blind eye is not, I'm hearing kids more and more getting sick in their 20s, and that's what scares me. Not taking a dark turn. And then, early 30s. I mean,
Yeah.
nobody early 30s should have cancer screening.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's and that is whatever your body is taken in, right? So, I'll tell you, do I have time to tell you something else? I don't want to keep you.
Yes,
Okay,
please.
okay. So I went, not to give too much information, but I was taking a supplement and I thought it was so I take all my supplements from Melaleuca, the wellness company I'm a part of. However, there's one supplement I was taking somewhere else, I thought from a healthy company because we didn't carry it. Okay. I went for a colonoscopy, not to be too, but she's like, I think we need to redo it. There's something white that showed up and I don't know what the substance is. And I said, excuse me?
Yeah.
And she says, bright white. And I said, what? And I knew exactly. It was the only thing that made sense. This was supposed to be coming from a clean company where you're telling me that didn't dissolve through my system, that this lined. So sure enough, I said, no, no, I don't want to wait 6 months. I like to redo it right now. Please. And we redid it. She said, we had to do it like, stop taking that supplement. And we had to give it like 2 or 3 weeks to clear my system. Sure enough, totally gone. I wrote that company and I never heard back from them. And I was like,
Wow.
wow, that's scary because I don't know what that white compound is in there, but
Yeah.
it was sticking to
And
my
on how
body.
many? On how
Right.
many?
Right.
Oh my God.
Right. And so, so that like I take all these little lessons and again, I don't fear monger anyone, but just, just do your research. Just,
Yeah.
so now I don't touch anything unless it's from my
See?
company because I
Yeah.
know that everything else came back fine. Still using all those products. So I'm like, you know what? I'm not even gonna tempt fate or the waters or anything. I'm not saying there aren't good other products out there, but for me, I just, especially it's funny because that as I get older, I'm taking better care of myself, because I want to be around for a long time, see my kids,
Good.
maybe grandkids, or whatever. And we're going to Coachella in 2 months, my kids
Wow.
and and I want to be able to go to Coachella with them, 5 years from now. So, or
Oh
10 years
wow.
from now, or 20 years from now. So, I'm, yeah, I just, I wish I would have paid more attention 15 years ago, but, better late than never.
What's gone is gone.
That's right. That's right.
And
Yep.
you are on.
Yeah. You know what? My words for this year are let go. So
That
yeah, absolutely. It's
yes.
yeah, I can't do anything about it now, So
Oh my God.
but my daughter showed me a picture. I was at my heaviest. I was 169 pounds. And I was holding a bag of jelly beans, eating jelly
Oh
beans.
wow.
I don't know how she took this photo of me or what the context was.
Yeah.
But every time and I'll have a little candy, but I'm talking very minimal. I always have that in the back of my head. I always have that picture in the back of my head that no, no, especially when you get older, your metabolism slows down. So
Yeah.
you have to be really mindful. And I know people are like, well, love your body no matter what. 100%.
Yeah.
Absolutely. For me, I love my body when I feel and look more fit. That's
Yeah.
just my preference. So, it just depends. But also just because you may be eating right, your weight also has to, match that because, high cholesterol, high
Yep.
blood pressure, all those things, heart disease,
Yep.
all that stuff can happen. So, it's, yeah, it's a learning curve, being healthy. It's a lifestyle for sure.
It is. It is.
Yeah.
I mean, I know like um, my grandparents, um, their lifestyle was get good sleep, eat good, and eat on time.
Oh,
You know,
okay.
always on time, same time. The clock may stop because it might run out of battery, but if I know my grandfather is having lunch, it's gotta be 1 o'clock. It's gotta
Okay.
be one. I
Oh,
we don't. I
really?
don't. I have experimented. Like I have
Yeah.
experimented it. Like he's eating. Let me check the time. One. He's eating. Let me check the
Interesting.
time. One.
What's funny? And if you think back to, say, 1950, right? Like the old TV shows, if you watch it, they're always having dinner around 6 o'clock. At least that's
Yes.
what I remember. And it's interesting how we've gotten away from that, right? Our lives
Yes.
have gotten busier, it's and you have to slow it down because,
Absolutely.
there has to be a balance, there has to be, and these some of these kids are running at mach speed, and, that's, in my opinion, where you can end up in some serious trouble,
Yes.
I've seen it with some kids that just,
Yes.
they were so busy doing all these things and trying to overachieve and not let anyone down, and next thing you know, they get sick,
Yes.
and, it's scary, so
It is.
and it's taught me something, slow down, like,
Yes.
take 10 minutes, go breathe, relax,
Yep.
smile, laugh, do
Yeah.
all the things. Yeah. So, and grounding, I'm learning to ground myself, put my feet in the sand, walk on the
Oh yeah.
grass, Yeah, well, all about this. This is new to me. So, the last, I don't know, 4 or 5 years. So, it's, yeah,
It's
something
good that you are saying it's new to me because at any point of time you can find something new in your life.
100%.
That is so much fun and um, how do I say exciting.
Yeah.
The way you explained, like it's something new to me. I'm trying my putting my feet in the sand in the grass. Well, it was normal for me, but then when I hear from you, I feel like, wow, really, it's
Yeah.
great. It's great.
Yeah.
Like that's how we encourage each other, inspire
100%.
each other. Even
Yeah.
if it's like putting your feet on the grass. Amazing.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree 100%. It's,
Yeah.
yeah, it's never too late.
No.
It's like, it's not this whole, "Oh, I've been doing this for years and I'm fine," or my parents did it for years and they're fine. No, that doesn't, yeah, I mean, if that's okay, if that's what you wanna do, but,
Yeah,
if
yeah.
it's not working for you and you're not
Yep.
happy and you've got, all these things going on, you gotta, and you know what it is too? And this is not, I appreciate everyone's faith and what have
Yeah.
you, but for me, I had to turn it over and realize I'm not in control of everything. I used to try and control the less control I had on things, the more I try to control things.
Mm-hmm.
And, realizing I don't have control over anything really except my
Mm.
own actions, I can't I have to hand it up to God, or I'm also very spiritual, and I've got my angels up there and I call on them all the time, like, all right, I need some help, I need some help. I'm handing it over to you.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Because worry is just, yeah, it's terrible for you,
yeah,
it'll
yeah.
eat away at you. Yeah. So,
It is.
yeah. I'm learning. See, I'm
Yeah,
learning.
me too. Me too. Me too.
Yeah.
Me too.
Who who I follow some name, I think it's Saguru, if I say his name
Sadhguru.
correctly. Oh, I love
Sadhguru.
him. He was the beginning of teaching me, like, I don't know personally, but, watching his videos, and,
Yeah.
I'm like, "Oh, he's so peaceful." And I would listen to him in the sauna, and I'm like,
Oh, wow.
yeah. Yeah,
Great.
it's really, yeah. So I owe that part to him to really kind of, you know,
Amazing.
I'm high energy when I need to be, but then
Yeah.
also,
Yeah.
really finding that downtime, so yeah,
I can just talk about your reception, how the way we receive people, and
I
that impacts, that just turns our life to a different way altogether.
it does.
The way you received him and you tried to learn or whatever you are saying, like you listen to him. That's it. Medicine.
Yeah, it 100%, 100%. My other medicine on the other end of the spectrum is Disney. So when I need a break, Disneyland is my second
Uh,
place, like it just you walk through the doors and you're like, "Oh, this is like." So it's the opposite end of the spectrum, right? You got with Sadhguru, you got this calm,
yeah.
very peaceful, and then
You must
when
watch him dancing. You will feel his energy.
really, oh, I love it. I love it. You know what it is? He's so real too.
He
He's
is.
so He's so hip, he's so real, like and, so it just goes you can't put everyone in one box, so, yeah, I saw him he has a motorcycle, I think, or had a motorcycle.
Yes, he's a
I was
biker.
I was like, "What?" See? I would have never known that. I would have never known that. I thought that is super cool,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, so I'll have to check out his dancing, yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
absolutely. I mean, I can share with you. Recently, we had a festival, Indian festival. There was some occasion, traditional festival, and I have the clip. I can share it with you, and you can dance along.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. I would like to see. So I yeah, there's you get drawn into him. Like he
Mm,
draws you in, and um eh, it's not this like Tony Robbins, right? Where it's like, "Oh,
yeah.
I need to learn," which he's very good at what he does, but, like, I need someone to motivate me. I need someone to whatever. Um, with Sadhguru, you listen to him and you just get for me anyway, I just got drawn into didn't even know I needed him, and I'm like, "Oh, I needed him. I needed that. I needed that," and he he keeps everything so real, so,
Yeah.
on point that you're like, "Okay, all right, yeah, okay, all right, we're going a different path now. We're going a different direction," I thought I was going here, we're going here instead, So, all right, let's and you know what? It works. It works.
Yeah.
I never
Yeah.
meditated until the last couple years, and I remember I was on the beach, and I had my headphones on, and I was listening to a self-guided meditation. I'm not that
Mm,
good yet to do it on my own. I fell asleep. I was like,
wow.
with all this chaos and all these people running around me, because normally I cannot relax like that on a busy day at the beach because I have a neck
Okay.
injury, like I said. So
Okay.
I'm always worried of a ball hitting me or something,
Mm,
because I don't know what it is, but every time I'm at the beach, there could be 100 yards, right?
yep.
Free. No, no, no. Someone's got to throw a ball right next to me. Like they have to be right there playing catch. I'm
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah.
But I was so relaxed that I was
Mm,
like, wow. Okay. So now when I have pain or migraine starting, if I'm in a position to go like lay down and listen to like a quick 10-minute
yeah.
meditated guide, oh my gosh, like, what a reset. What?
Yeah.
Like, why did it take me so long to learn this? Like, what? Oh
But you
my
learned it. That is
right,
it. You
but I'm
learned
learning
it.
it, and it's
Yeah.
cool because you can go to a busy place, but yet you
Yeah.
can still find that calmness,
Yeah.
within. So, yeah, pretty
S-
cool.
Yeah. So I just wanted to say that you're sharing your experience about the beach and you relaxing with meditation is like you meeting yourself, and that's relaxing.
Oh, interesting. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because it ultimately took you
Yeah.
inward, right? You were
100%.
detached. You
Yeah.
were detached.
Yeah. Oh, I was absolutely. Yeah.
Yes,
You're right. You're right now that I think about, yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, absolutely. Like you just I don't know. It's when you connect with yourself, all the way across the board, it's so peaceful. It's
it
so
is.
and again, realizing that I can't control everything in my life is the other
Yes.
thing that really just relinquishing that control, um,
Mm-hmm.
kinda goes in line with the same thing. It's like, "Oh, you know what? I just can't. I worry, obviously, and I worry about my kids, and, that it's we all do that as parents, but at some point, there's only so much, you have control over, so, it's it wasn't easy for me, but, it's funny,
It's for nobody. It's for nobody.
no,
It's for
no.
nobody. But it's the journey that teaches you. That's it.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely, and it's as I get older, I'm looking at my dad, and I'm like, "Oh, this is where I got it from,"
Mm-hmm.
because he is just wants to control everything and wants, the narrative, and it's like, "You gotta stop, like, you gotta take a breath," this is and I've had to kinda take a step back because I feel that energy, like, I absorb it, and I'm like, "Oh, I just," and I feel terrible, but I just can't
Mm.
do it today. I have to take a step back, and, just yeah. So,
Yeah, regulate yourself first.
yeah. Yeah, and that was hard for me to do because I'm always there
Yeah.
for everyone, but, when you start really noticing things within yourself and you start being more relaxed,
Yeah.
when things like that start entering your orbit, it's happened when I'm in the sauna. Women, they're arguing and whatnot. It's not
Mm.
supposed to be a place to relax, right?
Yes.
And I have gotten up and walked out, and because I'm like, I could feel the energy, and I'm like, oh, okay, this is not working.
Mm. Yeah.
This is not helpful right now. So, but yeah, it's pretty interesting. It's fun to learn about yourself, it's fun.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and I think now's the right time anyway because I was busy with my kids. I was
Yeah.
busy running with my kids, and now I've got the
Every time is the right time.
every time's
Every
the
time.
right time, and now that's true too, 100%, but I'm saying, like, hindsight, I don't know
Hindsight.
if I personally would be as receptive, that's what I should say, back
Yeah.
then because I was a single mom and I was like,
Yeah.
"Go, go, go," and, like, trying
Life
to
happened.
right, right, but
Yeah.
now I feel like I go through this so I can pass it on to them to
Mm.
where when they have kids, like, just, to find that balance in life and,
Yeah. Breaking the cycle, basically.
breaking the cycle. Absolutely. Absolutely, 100%, Don't make me go through all of this for nothing, like for the past. I tell them, "I went through this. Let me help you."
Yeah. Yeah. No, for
Yeah.
sure.
So
For
it's a
sure.
journey. It's a
Yeah,
journey.
it is. It is. And your experiences made it so simple, so simple to understand that life has some cues which you can latch onto
Yeah.
or listen to and then grow from there.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely, and I think we can always learn from each other. Like I'm
Yes.
sitting here across from you, well, not across from you, but on the computer, and I'm you have this calming energy, just this very peaceful, your tone is calming, I'm loud by nature. I'm Italian. It comes
Me too, me too. But I take this as a compliment. Not many people tell me
it's
that
compliment.
you are calm. Those who know me,
Yeah.
they okay, okay, we know.
You know what it is? It's just it's very peaceful energy. I should say that. It's very, it's like, oh, yeah, because sometimes I need that balance, especially today. I've been running at Mach speed. I've been dealing with, I talk about being calm. Today was anything but, because I've been dealing with a sinus infection and not feeling good and had a bunch of things to do. So I had to work extra hard to keep
Wow.
going. So then I sit down with you and I'm like, oh, yeah, that calmness, yin yang.
Wow, I love it. Thank
Yeah.
you.
I love it. Absolutely. I love it. Yeah. It's funny because, my daughters talked about, well, if I move back home, like we can move to LA and this and that. And I sit on my balcony, and one of the things I love about where I live is it's quiet. Like, don't get me wrong, during summer I hear the kids playing and all. I
Yeah,
love,
yeah, yeah.
but I mean, as far as the city noise,
Mm,
it's just very peaceful. Like I go out in the backyard and I just and I'm like, I don't know if I want to give that up, because I love busyness. Like I don't mind the crowds. I go to Disney, obviously. I don't mind the crowds. I don't mind any of that. But then I can leave that and I
yeah.
can go home and I can relax and I can chill out,
Uh,
and it's yeah, so she got I'm trying to share, like, just sit with me, like, just, look at it. But I get it. When I was 23, I was the same as her, so busy, busy, so I get it. I'm preaching the choir,
yeah,
My
yeah,
son's the
yeah,
same way. He's a mover and shaker and, does all the things. So,
yeah,
I get it. But I'm like, yeah, there's something to be said about the calmness and just, the birds chirping in the morning, nothing's going on,
yeah,
I'm like, "Oh, I like this. Why didn't I pay more attention to this earlier?"
yeah. It's amazing. It's
Yeah,
amazing. Now
absolutely.
also now, since it's not too cold here, like after sunset, we hear the bird noises and stuff like that,
Uh,
and we feel like the season is changing. It's
right.
getting warmer, and we are approaching spring, and lovely.
Yeah, I love it. I have a little bird's nest.
Uh,
And
oh wow!
every year I don't know if it's the same birds or different birds, but I can hear them. And then there's another one over here somewhere. I don't know where. And I've got two
Wow!
hummingbird feeders, and
Oh wow!
one in the back and one in the front. And it's just there's something to be said about um, you know, little birds chirping. And I'm not a big
Yeah,
fan of crows. I know they're God's creatures. I don't
yeah,
know. They
yeah.
just, crows are for Halloween time, and that is it. It's spooky time, and then, bring on the little tiny birds that chirp. So, but yeah, it's I don't know. I think we've lost not to turn this dark, but we've lost three friends. My son's lost three friends that were young. One was 20,
Oh,
22, and 26, and all in different ways. And it's made me appreciate life even more so, and
mm,
all the little moments, because tomorrow's never promised,
no.
and so yeah, I know people that if they're having a hard time getting older, they're like, oh, I don't want to think about it. And I'm like, you know what? I'm glad I made it to 54. My
Yes.
son has three friends that didn't even make it to 30,
Mm,
and so it does give you a new appreciation for all the little things, and I think if we can all be a little mindful of what a gift life is,
yeah.
that then you might hear the birds chirp a little more, or
Yeah.
go, do something silly,
Yeah.
I'm yeah,
Go to
I'm
Disney World.
go to Disney World, right? Or Disneyland if you live on this side.
Yeah,
Whenever you
whichever one.
Oh, man, talk about being able to be a kid. I'm like,
Yeah.
I could just go there. People like, "You go there by yourself?" I'm like, "Oh, yeah, I'll bring my work, and I'll just sit there and work and, um, do all the things. I can work from anywhere." Um,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. goes in line with being health and wellness, right?
Yeah, yeah,
I'm
yeah.
happy, you know? So, yeah,
Yeah.
you name it. Yeah, I'm a big kid. I'm a big kid. I don't think anyone should fit themselves into a mold that, "Oh, you're 50, so now you've gotta do this, and you're 60, now you gotta do this, and you're 70," you know what I mean? And so on and so on.
Yes.
No way.
No.
Like someone said,
Just
"Oh,
break it.
yeah. Oh, your kids are taking you. That's cool that you're going with them to a concert or whatever." I said, "No, no." And I don't mean this, and I don't say take it
Yeah. No, no, no,
in
no.
a
I
bad
get
way.
it.
I
Yeah.
tell them, "Well, we actually all go together."
Yeah.
And because I'm trying to put food for thought that no, they're not taking their mom out for the day, you know, like it's not a matter of they're taking me on a field trip. We're all going together, you know.
Oh my God. That's such a nice way to put it.
Right? Right? Like seriously.
Mommy, let's go for a field trip.
Right. Right. Like they didn't just pick me up from the home and take me out for the day, you know. Let's take me out for an outing here. Um,
Yeah.
but you could do wear what you
All
want to
together.
wear.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dress
Just
how
a
you want
family
to
time. Yeah.
be. Yeah, 100%. Be who you want to be no matter yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, live
Yeah.
your best life. Yeah.
Yes. Okay, Lisa, it was wonderful talking to you, and
Likewise.
I laughed so much. It was so much fun.
I'm so glad. I've had such a great the moment I met you, I was like, "Oh my gosh, she's amazing." Like I didn't care how sick I was not missing today. I was like,
See?
I'm not kidding you. I went and I did all the things today to make sure I was good for this. So,
Oh
yeah,
my God. I
yeah.
mean, I appreciate your presence today.
Thank you.
And um, I didn't know that what was the background of today's day. But I'm really grateful that you made it for today.
No,
And
absolutely.
we
Thank you.
had a great time. We learned so much. And it was wonderful.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm excited to watch you on your journey as well. I think you're amazing. Really, and I cannot wait to see all the things you do and follow you on your journey, so, yeah, kudos to you.
Thank you. I wish you all the very best in your
Thank
journey
you.
as well, because it is a very responsible, not job, but way of living, I would say. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank
Yeah.
you, Lisa.
Yeah,
Thank you.
thank
Good night.
you.
Take care.
Good night.
Bye.
You too. Bye.
Thank you.
You're
Thank you.
welcome.